with Kendall. Kendall, tell us what number you chose.
I chose 10.
10. Why did you choose number 10?
It reminds me of an olive branch.
An olive branch. Okay. So what stood out for you?
Well, it just reminds me of an olive branch. It's just standing tall.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of an olive branch.
Okay,
That's
standing
what's
tall.
good.
It's standing tall. Good day. Okay, let's hear from Amy. Amy, what number did you choose?
I chose 12.
Number 12. Okay. Why did you choose number 12? 1 second, Gayan, the icebreaker. You actually choose a stick, you have 12. And then your answer number 2. Why did you choose that one and what stood out for you? So while we are going round, you can do yours quickly. Yes, Amy, thank you. You chose 12.
You know, kind of old, old.
Uh-huh.
One of the better independence we are treated.
Yes. Yeah. Uh-huh.
In the old, but in the play, it's strong. Like you've been drawn.
Okay, it's been too long.
Like it's strong. Yeah.
So I guess that stood out for you too.
Yeah.
That okay, great. Okay, let's hear from Diane.
It's funny because I also chose number 10.
Number 10. Okay. Tell us why.
Originally I was looking at 7, right? But then I looked at 10. It has
Mhm.
some leaves,
Yes.
leaf-like stuff on it.
Uh-huh.
And for me, that suggests that some life is still left in it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas to the others, it may be that they've lost their leaves because they're totally dead. So
Okay.
there's a chance with that one. You may be able to get some life out of it, some growth out of it.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, we move to Warren. Warren, what number you chose?
Number
Number 9. Okay, yes, tell us. Tell us why you chose number 9.
the walk out where you see that like straight and erect in a corner of
Great. Okay, you see the difference, right? You see how he intertwined that with what he does? And as an entrepreneur, you're always selling. You're always thinking about pushing your business forward. 7 days a week business. It might not be the same amount of time you commit, but even to take 5 minutes to think of an idea to push your business forward, business building. Okay, thank you, Warren, for sharing. We move on to Vanessa.
I chose number
10. Kendall, she was copying? Yes, tell me.
10. Because I feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
It could possibly be leaves or all those strands can be branching.
Yeah.
It's got potential.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And it look like it can influence more the environment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. We move right now to Huggins. Help us to understand why you chose what you chose. So which one did you choose? Huh?
I chose number 9.
9. Uh-huh.
Remind me of a clutch that supports.
Okay.
someone.
Okay. Great. That's similar to what Warren said. You see, the men have a different mindset. Daniel, think different, you know. We just think maybe we like it or whatever. It just show you the uniqueness. Okay, we move on now. Shana, did I hear from you? Okay, let's hear from you.
I chose number, well, I would say, in the sense of state, but I ended up choosing number 12, sorry. And the reason I chose number 12 is because of because of the thickness, and just now when I'm looking at it, it looks like somebody lifting some weight.
Okay, so you got some muscles.
Yeah. So it kind of symbolizes some kind of strength. What stood out for me is the thickness, because with how it's thick and maybe the texture of it, it has some sort of durability.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to Colin. Colin, what number did you choose? 10.
Yeah.
Why like it's number 10? Okay, let me hear your
The
number.
first thing I saw, I told you because it looks like still have like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what stood out is all the other
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from Pamela.
Hi.
Pamela, what number did you choose?
Hi everyone. I chose number 11.
11.
Right. I see creativity. I see art. I see it's diversity. You can use it as a Christmas ornament, or you can use it to hang jewelry on.
Vanessa, listening?
So for me, there's so many things that I would do to it in terms of painting and so on. So it would stood out as a centerpiece or somewhere, right. But I really like it.
I heard so much creativity coming out. Yeah, you need to put
I'm a
that to
creative
work.
mind.
Yes, you need to put it to work. This is the forum for you to stretch it, and to believe in the possibilities that still await. Thank you for sharing. Gayan, let's hear.
Okay, so I came in with exercise, and the first thing that caught my eye was
Number
well,
10.
not for the deep reasons that everybody is there. When I look up there, for me it just looked the best. Because it looked dry and I said, okay, 10 looks like something. But after I realized that everybody's choosing it, then I looked again. And what caught my eye was number 2.
Yeah.
For the reasons that Pamela just outlined. When I looked at 2, I saw creativity and art. But the art that I saw, I love the performing arts. That looks like a dance.
Yeah.
It actually looks like one of the dance moves.
Okay. Yes, it's because maybe the card you touched the card. If you go closer to me, maybe. Okay, why I did this exercise, I wanted you to have a look into the customer's eyes. When customers are doing business with you, they look for reasons why. Why royalty? Did I get correct? Is royalty? Tell me right? Why royalty construction? Why R&R? Why CNN? Because you realize sometimes before they get to you, they just so much other options, but they chose you. Why? And today we want to focus on the why. If you're going to stand out, there must be a differentiator. Differentiator is something that is unique, that is different from every other businesses. There's a lot of construction, but what Warren brings to the table, these men can't come up with. You have to know what factor you can bring or add to your business that nobody else could copy. Shinette, there must be a touch that you have that only Shinette can do. You have to take time out to find it. Otherwise, competition is going to be very hard. But when you know your uniqueness, your differentiator, you stand tall. Because you know there's a tribe who wants what you are offering. Somebody and some people, they just need what Huggins have. So this is something that you would have to know. So even as we are going through this afternoon session, I want you to zoom in on it. Because one of the things I realized when I started doing sometimes marketing or coaching outside of St. Kitts, when you show up at a session, the first thing they ask, why? And if you don't have that why lockdown, you could waste money. Because for them to be going round and round and round, and at the end of the hour, you have not touched on what you had this session for. That's money gone down. So your why is something you must walk around with. You must know your why. If there's a bidding for a contract coming up, the persons must be able, yes, they see the contract, all of them are nicely done, but there's just something about this royalty one that is different from the others. You must know what separates you from the pack. It's important for you to know. There may be other cleaning businesses, but maybe when you do it with love. You're very, you just take pride in everything that you do. They say to clean here, but you're making sure you not only clean here, but you make sure you highlight the areas around so that persons could see that there was clean. Whatever you do it with excellence and you add your uniqueness to it. So it means you have to tap into what you consider to be your strengths. That's something that only you could find out. Persons around you may have an idea of what your strengths are, but some of it is inner. That's inner ability. So for today's session, we are going to look at positive entitlement. As we look at positive entitlement, it's important for you to know that you were born to make an impact. It doesn't matter with who would have thought you are a failure and have those negative things, because sometimes as children coming up, why you ain't gonna come nothing good, you girl, and be negative. But you must know that you were born to make an impact. And with that mindset, you go into any circles to win. That's positive entitlement. Before they say yes, you go with that yes mentality. That's only one thing they could say to you is yes. Because sometimes when we walk and we approach people, they can see that lack of confidence. So how do you sell something when you're not confident? The first person who needs to be sure of the product or the service is you. Before you go to anybody, you must be convinced about what you're offering. You must be the first buyer of it. You must know it could work. Because if you don't have confidence in what you're offering, it's going to be felt on the other side. Remember we did the customer earlier? It's going to be felt on that side. Because if you're iffy, person's going to be like, okay, I got to think about it and get back to you. But sometimes we never get to get back to you. Because the work out, boy, I ain't taking a chance there with my money. Because this person ain't seem like they're sure. You must be confident in what you're offering. Girl, could you imagine a guy interested in you, right? And he said he wants to marry you. And then he said, I want to marry you, you know. What if I want to marry you? And so maybe that is the same approach we go into business. You're offering the product and you're still pulling it back. You learn by failures too. Fail forward. We have heard that and we have read that. We have seen it. Fail forward. Failing forward simply means attempting it, doing it, evaluating it, and then looking for ways to make it better. Don't be afraid of trying. There are so many persons who have businesses, and the businesses is here in their head. It's just an idea. And they know all the things that they can do with this business, but they have never executed. Until you put that business idea to work, you won't know what you're capable of doing. You take time out, you take it from your head, whether it's on your tablet, whether it's a notepad, and you begin to write your thoughts. When you begin to write your thoughts, then you're going to know who you need to be a part of this journey to make this business a reality. Then you do your inventory. What resources do you have? What do you need? What's available to you? What can you get easy access to? All of this you need to bring into the mix. So as we look at positive entitlement, we're going to cover 3 quick modules, or session today is going to take the form of a training, and then we want to support each business. Okay, so we do the training, which includes the 3-minute entrepreneur story, and then we support each booth while we ask them what they do and allow them to tell us what they offer in terms of the businesses. You have so much creativity, but you would not know unless you give persons the opportunity. So the 3 models: module 1, divine alignment, then we have module 2, activating patterns of favor, and then number 3, building the entrepreneur story. And this is something that you have to take time out to do, because the more you work on that story, the more confident you will become. And it's confidence you need to put over your business, regardless to who you have working for you. You can have a marketing team, but at the end of the day, person want to be able to put a face to the name. They need that connection, because if you realize, people don't so much do business with the company, they do business with the owner. That's what happens most of the time, because they know the person, they like the person. Because if you have somebody, the business is offering something nice, because of how the owner treat people, then people start backing away and they don't really want to associate. So the face of the company is important. That's part of your branding. You are your brand. So how you come over, that's how your business is going to come over. So as we look at our first session, we want to take time for focused thinking. And what is important here is the truth that you're going to tell yourself. Divine alignment, we are going to look at positioning, passion, and purpose. Positioning. Where are you now in terms of your business? What it is you need to see that you're not seeing. Okay, let's talk about the scope that your business can cover. Those individuals you intend to reach. Do you have a plan to reach those persons? And then we go back to your why. Why do you want to be in business? Because it has to go more than just an emotion. If it's based on an emotion and you don't see the results that you desire to see, then what is going to happen? The person just quit, close down the business regardless of the investment. It has to be more than emotion. Why are you in business? Why? And as you think about being in business, an advantage for you, identify a need. Look at a problem that your solution can solve. Okay, let's talk. Warren just in my eye shot. Let's talk to Warren. Warren, a problem, one of the things you could add to your business, there are some wall houses. After a certain time, they start cracking. This is a sign you can, because there's so much people with that who need that service, where the wall begin to crack and the wall begin to crack, and you can come with your expertise and you fix it, and it helps to save them money, because some of these things, when something starts going bad and you don't fix it right away, it can just cost you more money. So look around, and don't just look in your little space. You may be looking at the news, maybe you're looking at a game, whatever, and see a problem. And oftentimes that problem is hinged to a passion that you have. You might have gone through a situation, and as a result of going through what you've experienced, like for instance, okay, if you went to a hotel, and when you went to a hotel, it's very expensive, and you started to look out the window, you put back the curtain cloth, only to realize, yeah, because there's a lot of dust. You do like that on the window, and you realize there's dust. So because of that experience, that person can decide, well, did that affect you? Because of that experience now, that individual can decide, well, I'm going to go into a cleaning business. Because there are some people, when they come to clean, they sweep the floor that you could see, and then maybe they're there and then they're gone. But when you go back to, you realize this not done, that not done, curtain, the rugs, and you lift up the top sheet and you realize what's happening under there, the dust on the fitted sheet. So having seen that now, that stirs you because you know how you felt because of that experience. So you know this side, okay, no, that was a horrible experience for me. That's not the experience I want anybody else to have. And you said, okay, I'm going to start a cleaning business. And you ensure that you do it with such excellence that person just begin to talk about you even after you've left. What is the experience you want your customers to have? That's the question you should ask. One of the things, what I'm going to tell you, is because of where you're sitting. One of the things that persons experience, Warren, and you could decide, you look for the flaws, you look for the shortcomings, and this is how you build your business to stand out, to ensure that the problem that these ones experience is not something that you practice. Sometimes you find there's a workman and he come in and he's hanging the door. It's happened you have to chip off some, and then the door is hung. You feel so good that you now have your door. But then it's just a headache because it gives you so much to clean up. Some workmen don't clean up. Don't. With a T, don't. They leave everything there. So if you have sinus and allergies to dust, you're stuck to deal with it. So you can bring something different to the table where they say, wow, who you say he be? Royalty? Man, your wife work there and so, okay, let me get a number. And they get in touch. Why they want to get in touch with you? Because when you leave, they enjoy the entire experience of having the new door and you clean up after you. These are ways how we get the winning edge because we bring something different to the table. Don't try to fit in and to blend in. Just make sure you stand out and be the best that you can be. Every job. And it's simple. If there is a job that is going to cause you to give less than what you offer, don't take it. Because it simply means if you're not satisfied with what they're offering, you might reduce what you offer and you reduce your standards. And that might be the job that amplifies things. Because then this person begins to show everybody and it has more mileage than the job that you did with excellence. Your branding is important. That word I'm out there, oh, you don't see, look how we got this body ain't straight. You know? So you got to make sure that fine touch is important. That touch of excellence. Uniqueness that you bring to the service that you offer. It's better to tell them, okay, I can't do it for that. This is what I can do. Can you meet me at this price? They said yes. And you do your best at that price. But don't take it and be dissatisfied because it is going to come out. When something is made with love, you could feel it, you could see it, you could taste it, you could sense it. The experience is different. So remember your branding. Everything you do, you are branding. You are branding. What experience do you want to leave with your customers? Your passion. Intertwine your passion with what you're doing. And if you take time out to focus on the things that you're passionate about, give it some thought, you're going to get some creative ideas, innovative ideas. You're going to get some strategy and solution. What I'm going to tell you is because of the way you're sitting. It's like, for instance, Warren, you come across something that you're building and you realize, wow, that's a problem. you tap into your passion, something you're very good at, that give you a different mental space. Then you start thinking about that again, and you come up with solutions that you would not have ordinarily come up with. So sometimes you just need to come out of that space and just tap into your passion. And it's from that place you get ideas, you get strategies, you get solutions, you get techniques, you get innovative ideas. Creativity just starts springing up from your place of passion. Purpose. This is what you were created or designed to do. And oftentimes your purpose is linked with your experience and something that you just cannot tolerate. And because you just cannot tolerate it, you have a solution to fix it. You can't fix everybody, but you can make an impact on the outcome. Your purpose. So if you intertwine your uniqueness, your passion, your purpose into what you offer as your service, it helps to add to your differentiator, cause you to stand out. Ken, what's your passion? It's because of where you're sitting, right there. What's your passion? Something that you just enjoy doing. You don't even need no motivation. It just happened automatically. Great. Your passion is selling. Anybody ever had an experience with Kendall buying stuff from him? And were you able to live without an item? There's just some people, it just have that special knack and gift. If Kendall take up this, right? By the time Kendall done explain this, how which you could see everything there, you know. But when Kendall put an emphasis on that green button, and exactly where that button is located after, and the shape and the curve and the corner, by the time he done, you just asking, how much you sell for it again? Your passion, you have to put you into it. And we come back to our question, are you satisfied with you? Because if you're not satisfied with you, you're going to be doing business and excluding yourself. Bring all of you into business. This is who I am. That's me right here. Take it or leave it. That's just it. That's me. I'm a work in progress. I'm not there. I'm not perfect. But that's me. Be happy with who you are. The things that you don't like, make an effort to change. The things that you like, continue to enjoy. Bring you into your service and the products that you offer. Don't go into business without yourself. And how is that possible? Can somebody go into business without themselves? Yes. Because you could mask it. And you could suppress who you really are. And while you're busy suppressing who you are actually suppressing your creative juices as well. You're squeezing them to the ground. They're not coming up. They're not gushing out because you're just pushing them down. Love you, celebrate you, and put you in your business. That's your differentiator. When somebody pick up an item from R&R, there must be, even without the logo, I know where you buy that. Because it stands out. And have you ever seen something but you just know that is this person make it? And that's what we want to do. It's like you have some designs from the architect. And persons can just look at a particular design and say, oh, it's Devon did that, or this person did that. That's what your work should look like. Should represent who you are. Show up in your work. Show up in your services. Put it out there. Be proud of you, who you have evolved into. Yes, I know you're not happy with everything, but there must be something you're happy with. And it's even from that one thing you can branch off to fixing the others. But don't stop. Keep moving. Keep moving. Let's look at vision mapping. The vision mapping is going to help you to see. It's like big picture thinking. Before we go into vision mapping, let's just take 3 of you. How do you see your business? Dream big. How do you see your business?